Okie dokie, boys and girls. So today's workout is gonna be quite hard, especially on the hamstrings department. It's a leg day, and well, when you're nervous for a workout, I think it's a good sign. So basically, what it means is that you're doing something you care about. Like, for example, when you used to go to school and you had an exam, you had a bit of stress. When you ask a girl out, you're gonna have stress. And basically, those are all things that you care about. And what it means that you are, stressing out about the training, it might sound a little bit stupid, but basically that means you're doing training you care about, and that's where you want to be, right? If you're doing training or you're trying to lose weight or, whatever you're trying to get stronger, and the training you do, you just don't care about it, right? You're not going to continue it for very long. And when it comes to training, that's the most important part. It doesn't just happen overnight. You have to, continue to train to get results and then keep training to also keep your results, right? It's not like you just achieved some milestone and then you can back off forever, not train again and maintain all the muscle you've built, all the strength you've built. No, you have to maintain it. So the most important part when it comes to training is that you are doing training that is meaningful to yourself. It doesn't really have to be a competition standard, but it has to be something you care about. So what the fuck am I stressing about today? Well, today is going to be a hard session. There are basically two options. I'm either going to do 5 sets of 8 Nordic curls for a total volume of 40 reps, which is a PR, or if I'm feeling well, I'm just going to go balls to the wall and aim for 20 Nordic curls, which is going to be, well, it's my final goal for the Nordic curl for this bulk. So that would be my first goal that I achieve. So yes, I do care a lot about this training. I'm fucking nervous, and I basically don't have anything else to say other than let's fucking go, right? And if you have something that you're stressed about, but you know you have to do it, let's fucking go. So I'll see you outside for some Nordic rolls. Fuck, I lost count. But I think that's 20. I'm gonna have to fucking check. Okay, so depending on how you wanna count that, that's either 22 Nordic curls or 0. Now, call me a pussy, but I'm gonna count it as 22. I mean, the form wasn't as good as it usually is. For some reason, I warmed up, I did a normal Nordic curl body weight and then 4 kilos just to feel something heavier, and then afterwards I wasn't as smooth anymore, so it might have been a mistake. But yeah, I wasn't completely straight, I used a bit of momentum, I get that, I passed in between reps, I get that. I don't care, that's 22 fucking Nordic curls, and that's, I don't know what to fucking say, I'm just so fucking happy. Like, I didn't expect it. I felt strong during the warm-up, and then, when I was doing the sit, I was like, fuck, am I gonna fail this? And then, just doing it step by step, and I got there, I'm so, I'm so fucking happy. Like, 22 Nordic curls. Of course, this is not the end, right? Like I mentioned before, the Nordic curls, it's not a popular exercise. You don't really know where the human limit is, so the adventure just continues. I'm gonna continue to get stronger, maybe even do, weighted reps for 20, right? But for now, 20 reps, first bulking goal after almost 6 months completed. I'm so fucking stoked. Like, I cannot describe how fucking happy I am right now. And like I mentioned, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. 6 months ago, I was struggling to do finger-assisted Nordic curls because I had an injury in my tendon. I was like, how the fuck am I ever gonna practice this movement, get to 20 reps when I can't even fucking complete 1 rep, right? And, bit by bit, by just being fucking patient, right? I did the rehab, I, bulletproofed the places in my body that needed bulletproofing. I did the fucking boring training that I had to do to get my body back into shape. I did it months on end. Like, one of the things on this channel is I do not, or I will never fucking adjust my training to make stuff interesting. But that doesn't mean I don't care about it, right? Like, I have been thinking about these fucking leg days being the same thing over and over and over again for months upon end, especially when I was doing the finger stuff. And I got through it, right? I never compromised, and I'm so fucking happy about that. And now I just fucking did 20 Nordic curls, 22 Nordic curls. I don't care if the form is a bit worse. I just don't fucking care. I mean, like I mentioned, it's 6 months of fucking training, right? Even if I didn't want to, even if I felt it was boring, even if I wanted to just, horse cock, right? I treated my injury, and then once it was healed, I moved on to different stuff, and basically got into shape to get to this point today. And, it's difficult to describe, but I hope, you get the same experience where you start training or you start working for a goal, and it takes you months upon months, and when you're doing it, that it's fucking, you don't want to do it, but it's gonna benefit you, and then you get there. I hope you experience it, because it's fucking amazing. And it may sound corny because it's just 20 fucking Nordic curls. Who cares about that? No one cares, but I fucking care about this, This is something I thought was impossible for me. Like, I never really thought I would get to the 20 reps until I, got through that plateau of my injury. And basically a couple months ago, right, when I stopped doing the Nordic curl holds, I had finally, let my tendon heal. And then from there, things just kept soaring up again, and I started seeing hope, and now I'm fucking there. Like, tell me a year ago that I would do this, I wouldn't believe it. Tell me 3 years ago, right, when I was fucking bedridden because I couldn't walk from an ACL injury, tell me, if you would have told me that that injury would basically result in me starting to train legs and get the strongest legs ever, I wouldn't have believed it. So I'm fucking happy. I cannot fucking believe it. And above all, I would just like to fucking, pack my bags and, get out the fucking training room and start working right now. But, as fun as this was, as reaching the goal was, that was 5 minutes ago. Who cares what you did 5 minutes ago, right? Who cares what you did yesterday? I mean, the training fucking continues. I've still got 4 more goals left. I've got planche, front lever, pistol squat, and the weight, which by the way was today 73.9, so I'm getting back up there. But yeah, we have more work to do. So I'm gonna get back to the training, do some pistol squats, which is gonna be light today because last time I maxed out on the pistol squat. But yeah, I'm gonna work on slow and controlled stuff, which will also translate to mobility. And yeah, it's not gonna be fun. I don't feel like doing it, but it's gonna be rewarding in the end. I'm sure of it. All right, let's go. Okay, so I've got some squats here, but they're gonna be quite difficult mobility-wise because I've got the backpack pulling me back, well, so to speak, and I haven't gotten that much weight in the front to pull me forward. So this is gonna be a difficult one to get to the bottom of the squat. And basically, yeah, it's gonna be mobility training, but also just training with the backpack in general, which I'm gonna need if I want to load 75 kilos of weight on the pistol squat. What the fuck? Let's try it again. All right, so I took a bit of weight from the backpack to not have as much counterbalance, and this is possible, but holy shit, my right leg does way better than my left leg, so I really gotta get used to this. When I am able to do this on my left leg as well as I am on my right leg, it will mean that, the mobility is probably there, because I have a bit of an imbalance in between legs since I had surgery on this one. And basically by doing this over and over and over again, I think I can fix it. So let's go. I didn't explain the set pattern yet, but I'm gonna do 6 sets in total of 2 reps on each side. So not very long sets, but when it comes to time under tension, I'm going to try and go down slowly, so it's actually more time under tension than 3 reps. So let's get into it. Set number 2. All right, that's the last set of the squats and also of the day. Let me sit down here and discuss. Right, I guess that's okay. So, needless to say, very happy with today's training. I mean, the first fucking goal of the bulk has finally been reached, and now it's just on to the next ones, the planche, the front lever, 75 kilos body weight, the pistol squat. I'm gonna keep training, keep making these videos because it's good to talk, you know. Oftentimes when you're just thinking to yourself, I mean, you will learn some stuff and you will have some revelations, but by saying them out loud, sometimes you can just hear yourself and question yourself right in that spot. So, I mean, these videos, hopefully they're fun for you to watch, but for me they're fun to make as well. And very, I learn a lot from it. So I'm just gonna continue doing this. Hopefully, especially planche and front lever will fall soon. The pistol squats will have to wait a little bit longer because I still got a long way to go over there. But yeah, all in all, very happy with the first goal. And I'll see you tomorrow for a push day. Alright, that's it for today.